Um, and I know it's a bit scary, this queen g6, but in this position, queen g6 now, if he ignores the d4, I just play d3, shutting off the bishop and queen. So he takes time to take that pawn, and I find a really classy tactical move now, if I say so to myself. I hope maybe you can spot it. If I give you 5 seconds to stop, pause the video, do you want to try and have a look at this position? So there's a nice tactical move. Okay, I'll stop the video. I'll pause now for a few seconds. Okay, the move I played was actually queen e2, and all sorts of well, things are going on now. There's a pin on g2, so if he moves the knight, then queen g2. If he plays bishop h7, I don't have to take and lose my queen to knight g5 and queen takes. So I just play king h8. If queen g6, well, that was the game continuation. But also, look, the queen is attacking rook and bishop, and if rook e1, I don't know if you spotted this line, what would you play here? 5 seconds, starting from now. Okay, there will be bishop takes f3 here, winning material, because rook e2, bishop h5. So I'm limiting my white's options down. My bishop's great on the diagonal, the queen's great on the second rank, hitting all of these things. In fact, even that one. So he played queen g6, and now I play rook takes f3, so exploiting that pin on g2, and shutting the rook away from f7, so I can actually give my king an escape square. He played the check. I've also got f7, but I played to f8. And the funny thing was, I was a bit sleepy in this first round. I didn't realise, actually. I thought for a moment that the queen f5 check, you know, when he takes, would be regaining his piece, and I wouldn't be a piece up. But then I noticed after, shortly after, that actually, hold on, his bishop's at the end of this. If he has to recapture on f3 with his queen, this bishop is going to be I'm going to be a whole bishop up. So all I have to do, basically, it's not the awakening here, was that I need to just avoid the checks. So how can I avoid the checks? So I play king e7. So if queen takes f3 now, I just take the bishop on c2. So it's check avoidance time. So he can't play that. So that's why he plays queen c5 check. So I play king f7 now, and here he is, it seems, running out of checks. He plays queen f5, and I can bring my bishop, my dark square bishop, more towards the centre now with bishop f6. And I've got the potential now for bishop e7 to shield the king. But after queen d7, I don't play it here because I really want to try and get his queen onto the dark squares, or where there's minimal checks. So I actually play king f8 here, because there's only one check here now, queen c8. And after that one check, now I can go to g7, and it's again, there's only one check on d7. Sorry, to c7 or d7. But the thing is, I'm going to get bishop e7 in. Now, say queen d7, bishop e7. There's no more checks, so he's faced now with this mate threat. So that would be it. So actually, he decides just to go a whole piece down now with a check on c7, with the idea of queen e5. So it's all over, really. I'm just a bishop up. Just a few more moves here, and after a5, he resigned. So there was a bit of luck there towards that break, that liberating break. If we have a look in overview and summary, maybe I should have stopped e4 as well, as Rubica suggested, with the move bishop f5. It wouldn't seem to be such a bad position. So I gave him a free hand also on the king side. So this is very risky strategy, which could have really been punished tactically later. at that one critical moment in the game. So c4, and so he's got a free hand now, which he uses for h3 to reroute the knight to g4. And this is the moment here, e5, the critical position, where knight takes h6 would really emphasize these light square weaknesses. But he let me off the hook, and my position now became liberated very soon with this d4 positional pawn sacrifice, which I hadn't really calculated the details of queen e2 until later. It was an intuitive pawn set just to get the bishop developed along that diagonal. I guess I had seen though this variation where I could exchange off into this opposite coloured bishop ending, but then I noticed this queen e2, the power of queen e2, just forcibly, it seems, winning material. So so rook takes f3, and all I need to do now is just avoid the checks, which I managed to do, and I'm just a bishop up. So I thought that was quite an interesting game as well. That was in the first round. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.